Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. A new world record, 242.35 miles per hour.
Six seconds. 0 to 240 miles per hour. A flash of immortality. A rush like no other. Once you feel it, nothing compares. But when you lose it, the journey back to the starting line can take a lifetime.
The long-awaited showdown between legends Randy Bradford and Ron Hope.
My whole life, I've been fighting for that 6-second rush, and I'll chase it till the day I die.
American Graffiti meets the Fast and the Furious in a 1960s Southern California phenomena when a group of brilliant, hyperactive risk-takers built and ran the AA fuel-altered race cars. Unregulated, these pioneers of nitro and speed dared to see how fast they could go in a 6-second rush. Experience the multi-dimensional lives of the men and women who shoehorned nitro-guzzling motors into chassis made of exhaust tubing, all on a short wheelbase, in a perpetual test of torque and Newtonian physics. These track superstars got greasy, they traveled the nation, they shared components and theories, they fell in love, they fell out of love, they experienced world-breaking records, and they experienced the tragedies of life-altering injuries. In a time that was overshadowed by Watergate and the Vietnam War, they embodied the American spirit. Grandma and Grandpa owned an auto parts store in Southern California, and in the back of that store, Grandpa ground crankshafts, and then he and his youngest son, my Uncle Randy, built a AA fuel-altered race car that they called Bradford's Fiat. And Randy would take that car out every Friday night to Lions Racetrack, and he did not have a license because he wasn't old enough to have a license. The track never asked, he never told, but he would race that car and see how fast they could make the car go in 6 seconds. Grandma and I would bake cookies in the evening before we went to the track, and I would carry those cookies out to the pits and I would hand them out to the friends and the other drivers. These were the peers of my uncle. And we were giving those out to Wild Willie Borsch and Mousy, who ran the iconic and probably most famous AA fuel-altered car called the Winged Express. There was also Mike Sullivan was there, and the Rat Trap, and Pure Heaven, and Pure Hell, and Nanook, and of course, Bradford's Fiat. These cars were the only cars that Big Daddy Don Garlitz would stop whatever he was doing to come over and watch them race. They were the track superstars. Now they are called the Legends of Nitro. These cars are generally owned and driven and worked on by one person. Uncle Randy is his mechanic and the driver and the owner of the car. The drivers now are in their 70s and their 80s, and they're retiring. Randy just did his personal best in Sydney, Australia. He went from 0 to 242 miles an hour in 6 seconds. I would love your help to be able to tell the story, this untold story of these innovators of speed and nitro. I'm Peggy Sue Wells, and I invite you to join me in this project.